Hello all, welcome to session 19 of Selenium 4 training series. In this session, I'm going to explain and practically demonstrate how to handle different drop-down fields like HTML drop-down field, multi-selection box field, Bootstrap drop-down field, JQuery drop-down field, and auto-suggestive drop-down fields using Selenium. So let's get started. First of all, I'll show you how to automate an HTML dropdown field using Selenium. What exactly is this HTML dropdown field? I'll take you to the sample application, that is omaya.blogspot.com. On this application page, you see there is a field. Okay, there is a dropdown field. So how can I confirm that this particular dropdown field displayed here is an HTML dropdown field? For that, guys, when I right click on this dropdown field and select the inspect option, in the displayed HTML code, if I find the select tag, that means this dropdown field is a HTML dropdown field. Okay, let me right click on this dropdown field and select inspect option. If in the displayed HTML code, if I find the select tag for this particular field, then you see this is a HTML dropdown field. So such kind of dropdown fields, how to handle? Let me practically show you. For that, I'll first open the IntelliJ IDEA editor. I'll simply type IntelliJ and I'll launch this IntelliJ IDEA, guys. After launching, I'll write the Selenium automation code for handling this dropdown field. As you can see here, there is a sample project which is already configured with Selenium. So under src test Java, I'm going to right click here and select a new Java class. And I'll name this class as some sample demo class. And inside this demo class, I'll create a main method. I'll simply type main here. And once I get this suggestion, this main suggestion, I'll press enter. Okay. Main method also got generated. Inside this main method, I'm going to write the Selenium automation code. First, I'll write WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. After that, I'll write WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. So now I'll inspect this WebDriver interface from Selenium and Chrome driver class also from Selenium. Now using this object reference, I'll maximize the browser window. Driver.manage.window.maximize. Then I'll say driver.get, I will say. Here I'll provide this application URL where the dropdown field is available. I'll copy paste this URL and paste it here. Fine. Once I open this application URL and I need to handle this HTML dropdown field using Selenium automation. Okay, so when I right clicked on this dropdown field and selected the inspect option, you see this is a HTML code for the dropdown field which has a select tag and it also has some ID, attribute and value, guys. Okay, so I can use this as an ID attribute locator. Copy this ID attribute value here and come here and say driver dot find element by dot ID. Provide the ID locator of that particular dropdown field and put a semicolon here. Okay, and this you will store into a web element. Okay, this you will create as a web element. I'll say drop down field is equal to, okay, like this. Okay, drop down field is equal to like this and say create local variable. So web element got created for the drop down field. For the next thing, in Selenium, if you want to handle this kind of HTML drop down fields, you need to create an object for the select class. There is a predefined class in Selenium known as a select predefined class, guys. As you can see in the notes here, you see there is a predefined class in Selenium WebDriver known as select class. For this select predefined class in Selenium, we need to create an object, guys. How to create an object? You have to say select is equal to new select, like this. Once you create an object, import this select class predefined class from Selenium, guys. Okay, you see select predefined class got imported from Selenium. And this constructor cannot be empty, guys. Inside this constructor, you have to pass this dropdown field web element. Okay, whatever the dropdown field you want to handle using Selenium automation. So the web element of the dropdown field, you just pass it here. The error will be gone. Now, guys, using this object reference, you can perform several operations on this dropdown field. Okay, using this object reference of the select class, you can perform different operations on this dropdown field. what are the different operations I can perform? For example, I want to generally why we have to use drop down field, guys. People want to select some option here. Let's say I want to select the doc3 option. What I have to do? For that, guys, I'll be using this object reference of the select class and paste it here. Select, paste. Using this object reference, I'll call a command known as select by visible text. Okay, this is a command I need to select, guys. Select by visible text command. This is one of the predefined method of the select class. Using the object reference of the select class, I am accessing or calling this method, predefined method of the select class. And here, this method cannot be empty, guys. Here we need to pass some argument to this particular predefined method of the select class. So what argument I need to pass? Whatever the option you want to select in the drop down field. For example, when I refresh this page for the first time, by default, this drop down field is coming with older newsletter option. I want to change this option from this option to doc3 option. So doc3 is a visible text, guys. I can see on the screen that doc3 is a visible text. So here provide double quotes, and in that just provide this option name, that is doc3 doc, and followed by some space is there and 3 is there. Okay, space 3. So this is the visible text of the option. Using the visible text of the option, I want to select the option. Now if I run the code, guys, okay, if I run the code, by default this option will be there, but it will get changed to the doc3 option. Okay, so run this code, guys. You see, using this select by visible text, by providing the visible option, the option will be selected in the drop down field. Okay, the required doc3 option will get selected in the drop down field. We'll see that in action now. In a while, the Chrome browser will launch. It's taking some time. That's okay. Yeah, it is launching now. It's maximizing the browser. It will open the application URL, and then you see the option doc3 got selected here. And this is all possible. This is all possible with the help of this command. Okay. So select by visible text command. Similar to the select by visible text command, there are few other commands, guys, using which can select the options in the drop down field. One other option we have is select by index, and other option is select by value. So this one you have already seen just now. So how to select the options in the drop down field using select by index and select by value? Alternative options for this option, guys. Okay, I'll go the select by index now. So guys, first we selected the doc3 option. Now I'll change the option from at a time only one option can be selected in the drop down field. Okay, so this time I'll not select an option with the help of visible text. I'll use index, guys. Select by index, second command, second predefined method of the select class. And here I need to pass some index, guys. What is this index? Index means here, guys, if you come here, this first option in the drop down field has an index 0. Second option has an index 1. Third option has an index 2, 3 and 4. Okay, total 5 options are there: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's say I want to select this doc1 option, which has index 1. Older newsletter has the index 0 and doc1 has the index 1. So I'll just give this number 1 here. Okay, that is index. This is nothing but the index, guys. With the help of the index position of that options in the drop down field, we are going to select the options. Okay, now which option will be selected? Initially that older newsletter will be there. It will get changed to doc3. After that, when this particular select by index get run, it will select the, okay, it will select the this option, that is a doc1 option will be selected finally. Okay, run this code. You see, this time the doc1 option will be selected by the end. Maximize the browser, open the application URL. Just focus on this drop down field. First older newsletter, then doc3, then doc1. You see, it was very fast, right? Now next thing is we can also use another predefined method of the select class for selecting the options in the drop down field, that is select by value. How to use this select by value? I'm going to demonstrate now. Just see that. Select by value. When I inspect this drop down field here, when I inspect this drop down field here, guys, okay, this is the HTML code of this drop down field having the select tag. Expand that, guys. You see, when I expand this select tag, there are several options. For each and every option that is there in this drop down field, there is an option tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, Total 5 options are there. For example, if you want to select this doc to option, let's say, if you want to select this doc to option has some value. You see value attribute with some value is there, right? GHI is a value attributes value. By using this value attributes value of this particular option, if you want to select this option in the drop down field, okay, then we can go with this command, guys. That is another command. That is, if I say select dot select by value, this is another command using which we can select the options in the drop down field. And here provide the double quotes. Inside the double quotes of this command, if you pass this value attributes value as an argument for doc2, GHI is a value attributes value. Copy this and paste it here, guys. Okay. Using the value attributes value of the drop down field option, we are going to select the option in the drop down field. Okay. If I run this code, doc2 should be selected by the end. First older newsletter will be there, then doc3 will be selected, then doc1 will be selected, then doc2 will be selected. Okay, finally doc2 should be there. As you can see, it has opened the application URL. Now just focus on the drop down field, older newsletter, doc3, doc1, and then finally doc2 it got changed to. Okay, so the comments are working fine. So this is how, guys, we can select these are the different ways of selecting the options in the drop down field. Either we can use select by visible text or select by index and select by value as shown in the this code. Okay, how to do that now, guys. So so here, guys, deselecting options we cannot use with the drop down field. Okay, we can only select in the drop down field, right? But we cannot deselect any options from the these are not applicable. For this, for handling the drop-down fields using Selenium automation, deselecting is not possible. You see, you cannot uncheck or remove the selection, right? You can only change the options here. From older newsletter, you can change to doc1. For doc1, you can change to doc2. At a time, only one option you can either select or change, but you cannot deselect. Okay, you cannot remove the selection. Okay, when doc2 is there, you cannot remove the doc2. That's why deselect options will not going to or not going to be applicable for the drop down field. I'll tell you where exactly you have to use this deselect by visible text or deselect by index and deselect by value. When you are working with a multi selection box field, then these commands will come to use, but for drop down fields these are of no use. Okay, these commands are of no use. Now let's go with the next command, that is multiple command, guys. Okay, we'll check whether this is a drop down field or a multi selection box field. Okay, so first of all, before I explain about is multiple, this is multiple will return true if that is a multi selection box field. So here in the drop down field only one option I can select, right? It's not a multi selection, only one option at a time I can select. But whereas you see on this drop down before above this drop down field there is one more UI element on this web page sample application where you have this Volvo, Swift, Honda and Audi options. Here, guys, I can select multiple options, right? So this multi-selection box field, if I pass it to the is multiple, it will return true. But if I pass this drop down field to this is multiple, it will return false. Okay. So we'll see that now. So what I will do here is I'll remove these commands, guys. Okay. So already we represented this drop down field here. You see whatever I located is a drop down field. Okay, and I will check whether this is a is multiple or multi-selection box field or normal drop-down field. If I say system dot out dot, okay, if I say system dot out dot println drop-down field dot is multiple, if I say dot, sorry, I should not be saying that. I should be saying select, guys. Okay, system dot out dot println, I have to say select dot. Already this drop-down field is represented in this constructor, and using this object reference of the select, we have to run all the commands. Okay, is multiple, if I say, okay, this will confirm whether this particular provided drop-down field is a multi-selection box field or a normal drop-down field. Okay, so if I run this code, guys, okay, we'll get false as the output. Okay, here we'll get false in the output. Run this code, in the output false will be printed because the drop-down field is a not multi-selection box field. Only one option at a time you can select in the drop-down field. That's why you'll get false printed in the output. So yeah, the script has been executed successfully. Now if you go to the IntelliJ IDEA output console, you see false got printed because to this particular select class constructor I passed the drop down field, which is not a multi selection box field. That's why false got printed in the output. So this is what is the purpose of the is multiple, guys. And finally, there is one more predefined method that we of the select class we can use with the drop down fields, that is get options. Okay, what is this get options? I'll tell you. My requirement here is I want to, okay, my requirement here is I want to retrieve all these options, guys. What, how many options are there in this drop down field? 1 2 3 4 5. All these 5 options I want to retrieve and print in the output console here. Okay, I want to retrieve all the options of the drop down field and get them printed in the output console of this IntelliJ IDEA. So for that, what I will do here is, okay, I'll use this command, guys. Okay, get options command. How to use this command? Again, guys, same thing. You have to use object reference of the select class and select dot. I'll simply say dot get options. I'll say when you use this get options predefined method of the select class here, it will return you the list of, okay, list of web elements. It will return each and every web element is going to be an option in the drop down field. Okay, so get options will retrieve all these options from the selected drop down field in the form of web elements, list of web elements. Okay, here you just say options is equal to, okay, all the drop down field options. Okay, options is equal to and say create local variable. You see list of web elements came, list of web elements. So how to print each and every option in the output console? Further, guys, we know that, okay, in Java collections framework, if you have a list, we generally use a for each loop, right? For each and every option here, okay, here a set of options are there, a list of options are there in the form of list of web elements. Each and every option is a web element. So I'll say web element, okay, web element space option colon this list of options. Okay, just paste that options here. For each and every option, I am iterating this for loop case in simple terms, and each and every option is of which type? Web element type. Now here, if I say system.out.println, okay, so let me type it again. If I say system.out.println, if I give this option, okay, so I don't want to print the web element, guys. Okay, what I want to do for each and every option here is, you see this option is returned as a web element, this as another web element, this one as another web element. All these 5 options got returned or retrieved by this get options command in the form of web elements. So for each and every option, if you see there is some text in between the tags, between the starting and ending tags, there is some text here. You see there is some text between the starting and ending text between the starting and ending text, and so on. So what I will do here is I'll simply say of, instead of printing this web element directly, I'll say option dot get the text command. Okay, this will retrieve the text that is there between the each and every options. Now finally, after doing that, I'll simply quit the browser. I'll quit the browser. Let's see, guys, if I run this code, this get options command of this select predefined class, which is referring to this drop down field, will retrieve all the options from the drop down field and get them printed in the output console. Okay, it has opened the Chrome browser. Now it will retrieve all the options from the drop down field. Once that is done, it will close the or quit the browser. You see all the options in the drop down field got retrieved and printed here, right? Using the get options, we retrieved all the options, and for each and every option, we have retrieved the text that is there between the tags of each and every option. Okay, so all the option text got displayed and printed in the output. Fine, guys. With this guys, I showed you how to handle, okay, HTML drop-down fields. Okay, in Selenium, using Selenium automation, how to handle the HTML drop-down fields. Now, let me show you how to handle a multi-selection box field, which is also known as list box field. Already I shown you what is this multi-selection box field and list box field here on this application page. You see on the top of this drop-down field, we have this multi-selection box field. Okay, the main difference between the drop-down field and this multi-selection box field is inside this drop-down field, you can only select only one option at a time. You see, in this drop-down field, you can only select one option at a time. But in multi-selection box field, guys, okay, if you are manually selecting the options in the multi-selection box field, you need to just press Control key on your keyboard. Okay, there is a Control key on your keyboard. Hold that key and using your mouse, you can select. Okay, you can even deselect also. In drop-down fields, you cannot deselect the options. You can only change the option from one option to another option. But in multi-selection box field, you can not only select the options, but you can also deselect the options like this. Okay, same thing, guys. Press Control key and using your mouse either select or deselect. Okay, so I am going to show you how to automate this thing with multi-selection box field, how to select the options in multi-selection box field, how to deselect the options in multi-selection box field using Selenium. Okay, fine. So one common thing between the drop-down fields and multi-selection box fields, if you are referring to the HTML drop-down fields and HTML multi-selection box field, that is list box fields, in HTML, okay, the HTML code of these fields will have the select tag, guys. Okay, so when I inspected the drop-down field in the HTML code, this drop-down field has a select tag, right? Similarly, when I inspect this multi-selection box field, this multi-selection box field also has this select tag only. You see, this is also select tag. So let me automate this for you guys. Okay, for that, I'll remove this stuff. Okay, freshly I'll start writing. So here it will open the Chrome browser, maximize the browser, and open this application URL where the multi-selection box field is available. Now what I want to do next is I want to create a web element for this multi-selection box field. So select this multi-selection box field like this and select inspect, guys. The HTML code of this multi-selection box field will be highlighted here. You see there is an ID, attribute and value. So I can use this attribute value as an ID locator for locating this multi-selection box field. I'll copy this and come back here and say driver dot find element by dot id, I'll say. Okay, and in the double quotes I'll paste the ID of the multi-selection box field. Now this find element will, okay, will return you the web element. Okay, so here I'll say multi selection, instead of saying my drop down field, I'll say multi selection box field is equal to, okay, and hold the mouse on this and say create local variable. You see it will be created as a web element. Done. Now guys, here here we need to, in order to handle or automate this multi selection box field, we need to create an object for a predefined class in Selenium WebDriver, that is known as again the select class only, guys. Okay, for drop down field also we need to create an object for the select class. For multi selection box field also we need to create an object for the select class. How to create? I have to say select is equal to new select, like this. We have to create an object for the select class, okay, which is a predefined class in Selenium. And inside this constructor you need to pass this web element for the multi selection box field. Okay, this one I'll copy and paste here. Now using this object reference of the select class, which is referring to this multi-selection box field, I'll perform different operations on this multi-selection box field. Okay, if I refresh by default, you see there is no option selected in this multi-selection box field. Okay, I want to select a few options in this multi-selection. I want to first select the Volvo option. Okay, I'll simply say select dot, the same command, guys, that we have used for the drop-down field, that is select by visible text command. Okay, you see this is the command we are going to use. Select dot select by visible text. Here provide double quotes and give the visible text, that is Volvo, right? V is capital and remaining all small. VOL, VO. Okay, Volvo. Now run this code and you will observe that the Volvo option will be selected in the application. As you can see, guys, the Volvo option got selected in the multi-selection box field using this automation script. Similarly, there are other ways of selecting the options in the multi-selection box field. Like there were different ways for selecting the options in the drop-down field. The same things can be used with the multi-selection box field. You can also select the options in the multi-selection box field, that is list box field, using the index also. So here I'll say select dot select by index. Okay, give some options, give some index value, guys. Okay, here 0, 1. Okay, first option in the multi-selection box field is having the index 0. Second one index 1, third one index 2, and fourth one index 3. Let's say I want to select this audio option, okay, which is at the index 3, guys. Okay, so I'll simply say select by index of 3. This will select the audio option. Here in multi-selection box field, multiple options can be selected. The select by visible text will select the Volvo option, whereas select by index will select the last audio option. Okay, so two options will be selected at a time in the multi-selection box field, as you can see now. Volvo and Audi need to be selected. Okay, index and using the visible text. Now I would like to select the other options using other possible commands in Selenium. Okay, so I'll say select dot select by third command, that is by value. Okay, here provide double quotes and how to give the value of a particular option. For that, guys, select this and say select this multi-selection box field and select inspect. So under this select tag of this multi-selection box, we'll expand that all the option tags are there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 options are there. Each and every option is having a value and value attribute, right? First option is having some value attribute. Second option having some value attribute. For example, if you want to select this Swift option, the Swift option is having the value attribute value as SwiftX. Copy this value attribute value and come back here and paste it. Okay. Now guys, using that value attributes value, we can select the option in the multi-selection box field, that is the list box field. Volvo, Audi, and finally Swift also got selected, right? Fine. You can use these options multiple. You see, instead of using these commands like select by index and all, you can use the same command multiple times also, because this is a multi-selection box field. Select dot, select by visible text. Let's say I want to select first I want to select Volvo option, then I want to select Swift option. So I'm giving the Swift here. Again say select dot, select by visible text, and this time give Hyundai option, HYUNDAI, and last one is a Audi option. So I'll say select dot, select by visible text, and this time I'll give Audi option. Okay. All the four options I am selecting using the same command. Any mix of commands or same type of command you can do, guys, whatever is convenient for you to select the options in the dropdown, the multi-selection box field. At a time, multiple options can be selected. So all the options in the multi-selection box field should get selected, because I am using the select by visible text command for each and every option here. All the options got selected, right? Fine. Now, guys, uh, next thing here we have is I'll close all these browser instances which were not closed. Fine. Now guys, not only we can select the options, we can deselect the options. Okay. Let's say already these four options are selected here. I want to deselect one option out of these four options. Okay. After selecting all these options, I want to deselect one option. Let's say I want to deselect this Hyundai option. Okay. After all these four options are selected, I want to deselect this Hyundai option. For that, I'll say select dot deselect by. Okay. Select dot deselect by visible text. Okay. Deselect by visible text I will select, and in the select by visible text I will pass this Hyundai. Okay. Now run this code. The Hyundai option will get deselected from the multi-selection box field, as you can see now. So there are commands. This deselect by visible text is only applicable for the multi-selection box field or list box. It's not applicable for the drop down. Okay. You see, after selecting all the options, it has deselected one of the option, that is Hyundai, and that is possible with help of deselect by visible text. Similarly, we have there are other ways to deselect the options in the multi-selection box field, that is select dot deselect by uh, index. Okay, I'll give some index value. Let's say index of this Swift I'll give, that is 1, index 1. So this time Swift option will also get deselected. Run this code. After all these options are selected, first it will deselect the Hyundai option, then it will deselect the Swift option, okay, which is at the index 1. You see, Swift option also got deselected. Now I will deselect one more option, that is, let's say Volvo option I will deselect, but using a different command I will deselect. That is, I'll say select dot deselect by value. Okay, in the double quotes, give the value attribute value of that option. Okay, that is I want to deselect Volvo, right? Inspect this and you see this is a Volvo, guys. Okay, and it has value attribute value. Copy this value attribute value of the Volvo option and give it here and run the code, guys. Okay, run the code once. Now you see the Volvo option also will get deselected this time, okay, using the other command available. So these are the ways, guys. Okay, these are the ways for deselecting the options. Okay, different ways. Fine. Okay, let me close all these instances now. Yeah, come back here. We'll go with other commands. So instead of deselecting one by one, if you want to deselect at a go, okay, all these four options, if you want to deselect at a go, instead of deselecting one by one, can simply say select dot, okay, select dot deselect all. Okay, there's a command predefined method of the select class, that is deselect all. At a go, all these selected options will be deselected. All the options will be deselected at a go, guys. Okay, that's what is a command all about, deselect all. First, all the four options will be selected. You say all the four options got deselected. Okay, with the single command we can do that. Next, we have is multiple. I already demonstrated this is multiple with the drop down field. Now I'm going to demonstrate the same is multiple. This time is multiple is going to return true because this is a multi selection box field or list box where you can select multiple options, right? So here I'll simply write down, okay, remove all this code and say system.out.println, okay, system.out.println. I'll say select dot is multiple. This time is multiple predefined method of the select class, which is referring to the multi selection box field, will return true. Okay, it will print true in the output. Okay, run this. True will be printed in the output, guys. Okay. Okay, the execution has been done. Let's go to the IntelliJ output and you see true got printed in the output as I mentioned. Okay, so that's what is the is multiple, guys. Fine. Next one is get options. Okay. So it will retrieve get options command. Already I demonstrated this get options with the drop down field, which will retrieve all the options in the drop down field or multi selection box field. Okay. When you use get options with multi selection box field, it will retrieve all the options from the multi selection box field. Okay. So here, what I will do here is I'll simply say select dot get options. I will say it will retrieve all the options in the multi selection. All the four options will be retrieved. And here I'll say options is equal to and hover the mouse and say create local variable. List of web elements will come. Each and every web element is an option here. Four options are there. I'll use a for each loop for each and every web element, that is each and every option web element. Okay. Option colon this list of web elements, that is options. Okay. I'll do a loop here. I'll simply say system.out.println and here I'll say option. I don't want to print the web element. I want to print the text that is there between the tags of the each and every web element. Okay. If you see these four options of this multi selection box field, they have the text in between the tags, right? Volvo text is between the tags, Swift text is between the tags, Hyundai text is between the tags, Audi text is in between the tags. Okay. This text that is there between this web element tags, I want to retrieve. For that, I'll say option dot get text. Okay. Option dot get text. Dot get text. Done. Now run this code. So I'll also quit the browser, guys, so that the browser will close after this retrieving is done and printed in the output console. Run this code and all the four options, that is Volvo, okay, Swift, Hyundai, and Audi will be retrieved and printed in the output console of IntelliJ after the script gets executed. You see, Volvo, Swift, Hyundai, and Audi got retrieved and printed in the output console. Fine, now let's move on to the next command. Get all selected options. Okay, let's say here I want to select few options only. Okay, so I don't want to get all the options. I want to get only the selected options. Okay, first let me select few options, guys. Select dot select by visible text. I will say select dot select by visible text. I'll select few options here in the multi selection box field. First, I will select Volvo option, Volvo, and then I will select this Audi option. Okay, two options out of four options. I am selecting only two options. Okay, one is Volvo and other one is Audi option. Okay, first and last option. Now, so by this time, two options got selected in the multi selection box field. But get options, irrespective of whether the options are selected or not, it will retrieve all the options. Instead of using this get options here, I'll simply say select dot get all selected options. Another command is there known as get all selected option. which will only retrieve the list of selected options. Here Volvo and Audi are selected out of the 4 options. Only 2 options will be retrieved here. For each and every option you are retrieving the text. So Volvo and Audi should be retrieved and printed in the output console. Run this code. Only Volvo and Audi should come now with this command get all selected options. It will only retrieve the options that are selected in the multi-selection box field. You see only Volvo and Audi got retrieved and printed in the output. The logic is same though. Get first selected option, guys. Another command we have is the get first selected option. Okay, out in this, guys, let's say what I will do here is I'll select options like Swift. Okay, Swift, Hyundai, and Audi. I will select, guys. Okay, let me select this. Select dot select by visible text. Second, out of these 4 options, I am selecting Swift, Hyundai, and Audi. Okay, Hyundai and Audi. 3 options I am selecting. In this, what is the first selected option? What is the first option that is selected in this multi? I mean, here 3 options are there. Which one is coming first, guys? Okay, which one is coming first in this multi-selection box from top to bottom? Which option is the first option which is in selected state from top to bottom in this multi-selection box? It's Swift, right? So Swift will be retrieved and printed. Okay, so if I say here select dot get first selected option, only one option will be retrieved here. Okay, only one option will be retrieved here. First option I will say, first selected option I will say, first selected option is equal to, okay, I'll over the mouse and say create local variable, and I'll simply say system.out.println first selected option dot get text I will say. Okay, whatever the option that is out of all the options that are selected here from top to bottom, which option is in this multi-selection box field is coming first? Swift is coming first, no matter what. Okay, so Swift will be retrieved and printed here. Okay, you change the order, guys, it doesn't matter here. You say you just select the Swift option last also, you will get the Swift option retrieved and printed here, because it's not about in which order you are selecting the options. It's about after selecting all these options, which option is coming first in this multi-selection box field from top to bottom. That is Swift option. Okay, run this code. Swift will be retrieved and printed in the output console. You see, Swift option got retrieved and printed in the output console. So with this, guys, I showed you how to handle HTML dropdown fields and how to handle the multi-selection box fields, that is list box fields, using Selenium automation. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to create a generic function to handle HTML dropdown fields in Selenium automation. So first, let me take you to one example website, okay, where this generic function is really required. Okay, this is one application, guys. Let me go to this application page. You see, this application page has several drop-down fields. You see, this is one drop-down field, this is another drop-down field, and some multi-selection box drop-down field is there, and so on, right? Multiple things are there. So here, what I wanted to do is I want to select different options in different in this drop-down field. I want to select one option. In this drop-down field, I want to select another option. Okay. Here, I'm not going to a particular page only to select one option in one drop-down field and exit. Okay, it's not like that. Here, I want to select multiple options in. I want to select options in multiple drop down fields. Okay, multiple drop down fields I want to select. So how to do that? So generally we'll do like this, guys. Okay, so I'll go to this application. I'll just remove this code for now. Instead of this application URL, we'll be loading this application URL like this. After going to that application URL page, okay, after going to this application URL page, let me inspect this. Let me refresh this page once, so that it will reset. Now I'll right click on this drop down field, first drop down field, where I need to select a fruit. Okay, inspect this. Okay, it has an ID. ID attribute is there. I'll create a ID locator to locate this drop down field. So I'll simply say driver dot find element by dot ID like this, and I can create a web element out of this. Okay, this is one way. Or You can do one thing, guys. Instead of creating a web element out of this, there is one more way. That is, you can only give this part by.id you give, okay, and this will return you the by class, okay. It will return you the by class. If you say by.id fruits, okay, then it will return you the by class, okay. So by what is that? By fruits, okay. By fruits is equal to, I'll say, okay, by fruits, and I'll create one more by class for this one. Inspect this where I need to select a programming language. This also has an ID locator attribute. I'll simply say by.id and like this, and this by.id will return this will return again by class only, by, okay, language, I will say languages, okay, by languages. So this is one drop down field, this is another drop down field. Fine. Now what I'm going to do here is, so for example, guys, for example, I want to select this fruit, one of the fruit from this drop down field, and one of the programming language from this, let's say Python or Java, I want to select from this drop down field, and in this I want to select some apple or something, okay. Let's see that how to do that. Let's see. So here I'll say select one is equal to new select, I will say. Intentionally here I am saying select one, guys. Intentionally I am saying select. Put a semicolon here. Now inside this select constructor, what I will do is I'll write code like this: driver dot find element. I'll just pass this fruits, guys, okay, because fruits is nothing but by dot id, okay. So this one I'll pass it here to the find element, okay. This is done. Now using this option, okay, this is one way, guys, or you can create even driver dot find elements directly here also, okay. This is another way of doing stuff. So already I covered the driver dot find elements way. I'm just covering this by dot id kind of way, okay. Fine. Now using this object reference, that is select one dot, I want to select a fruit, guys, okay. I'll say select by visible text. Inside the double quotes, I'll give this one of the fruit. Let's say I'll give let's take orange, guys, okay. Let's take orange fruit, okay. I want to select the orange fruit from the first drop down field. Similarly I want to select another option, okay. After selecting the orange here, I want to select here, let's say I want to select this Java here, okay. From the second drop down field I want to select Java. So what I will do is, again I will create an object for the select class. Select2 is equal to new select of driver dot find element by dot. Instead of giving by dot, already I created this by dot here. So I'll simply say languages here, it will be done, okay. Done, which is nothing but equal to by dot id lang. Now using this object reference, that is select2 dot, if I say select2 dot select by visible text, okay. Select by visible text, I will say double quotes. So in double quotes, what I have to give is Java I'll give, okay. The visible text I'll give, that is Java visible text I'll give. So now, guys, if I run this code, it should select orange option in the first drop down field and Java option in the second drop down field. Let's see whether that is happening or not. It will happen for sure, guys. But there is one thing that I need to explain, okay. Once we get the required output, I'll explain about the thing that we have to do. You see in the select fruit, orange got selected, and in the programming language dropdown, Java got selected successfully without any problem. It got selected, right? Everything is fine. But the problem here is, for every time you see here, there are two drop down fields here, and if you are selecting one option from one drop down field, another option for another drop down field, it's not a good way to write code like this, okay. Select is equal to, every time you need to create an object, right, for select class. So instead of duplicating this code here, why can't we create a generic method, okay. Why can't we create a generic method or generic function, okay, which can handle the drop down fields, okay. So what we can do here is, we can create some generic methods, okay. So here, first of all, guys, what I will do is I'll just create a method, okay, a static method I'll create, which will convert this by dot ids to web elements, okay. So using this by dot ids, okay, this by class required things, it will convert into the driver dot find elements, web elements it will convert. First I will do that. So public static Okay, get web elements. Okay, get web element. Okay, get web element. Like this, I'll just create a method, public static. I'll say void here for now, but I'll return a web element here. Okay, so later I will return a web element. Fine. So to this particular get web element, what we are going to pass is we are going to pass this fruits and languages which are in by.id format. Okay, so if how to pass that, I have to give the by class here, otherwise I cannot pass. Okay, by what is this, by I think by field or something, I'll say. Okay, something, just give some value, guys. Okay, by, okay, by field. Okay, by related to a particular field. Okay, so then what I will do inside this, I'll use this by some fruits or languages. You see, it's nothing but by.id, class name, or whatever it may come. So using that, guys, I need to convert that back into a web element. How to convert that? For that, I'll say driver.find. So here you see driver is not recognized because it's local here. Okay, this web driver is local. I need to make it global, guys. I'll copy this and paste it here and put a semicolon, and here I'll remove the web driver. The moment I say like this, you see, now it's kind of okay, but here some errors are coming because this is a static method. Static method can only access static stuff. I'll just make this static, guys. The errors will be gone. Okay, done. Now after this, you see driver dot. Now I can access driver here. Okay, because once I make it global with this web driver global, I can access here. Driver dot find element, and in this I need to pass this by dot something. Okay, here I need to pass by dot something, right? That by dot something is like fruits or languages. Okay, that I will pass here the field. So I'll just copy this field here. That's it. Okay, this will get converted into web element, guys. I'll simply say return. Okay, I'll simply say return, guys, which is nothing but when I said return driver.find element, it will be returning the web element. Okay, here I'll say web element. That's it. You see the error is gone. So this method, the main purpose of this method is to convert this by.ids or something into the web elements. Okay, this is one purpose. Next thing, I'll create a method like this, select by visible text. Okay, to select an option from the drop down field, I'll create a reusable or that is this kind of method, that is a generic function method I will create. Okay, so for that I'll create like this, public static void select drop down select option. Okay, in drop down field. Okay, drop down field, select an option in drop down field. Which option? I'll say, okay, select option in drop down field. Like this, I'll create some reusable generic method. Okay, to this what I will pass is, what I need to pass here, guys, what I need to pass, the option I need to pass. Not only the option, guys, I need to pass this one also, this fruits, which field I need to pass. Okay, either fruits field or language field. Like this I need to pass. Okay, so I'll simply say, first I'll say by field, comma, which option you want to select in this particular field. For example, in fruits, which option you want to select? Let's say orange. Okay, so how to pass that? I have to say string option, I'll say. Okay, string option. Okay, this option I want to pass. So here I'll write some code, guys. Okay, so here I need to write the code like this. Select is equal to, like that I need to write. Okay, select is equal to new select, I'll write, and inside this select constructor. Okay, inside this select constructor, what I need to pass, I cannot pass the field, guys. I have to type driver.find element. Instead of writing driver.find element here, I'll call this method get web element method. I'll call, and to this get web element, okay, it will return you the web element out of this created field, right? So this field I will pass here. Okay, so what will happen is this, when you are creating an object for the select class in the constructor, this get web element will be called, and to that you are passing this by locator type. Okay, and that will be passed here, and it will create a web element out of that. That web element will be created here. Okay, the web element for the drop down field will be returned and be available here. Okay, so now this is the correct format, guys. Now using this object reference, I want to select this option. So how to select the option? I have to say select dot, using the visible text. Let's say I want to select the option, select by visible text, and I need to simply select the option here. Okay, which option I want to select, that option I will select. Okay, that's it. Whatever the passed option, that will select. This is one of the generic way. Okay, generic method. So here now, guys, you don't have to write this many repeated code. You don't have to write, already this generic method is created. So whenever you want to select an option, for example, you want to select an option in the fruits field. So instead of doing like this, okay, what you can do is you can simply call this method, guys. Select option from option in drop down field like this, and you need to pass two arguments. One is which field, in which field you want, which drop down field you want, okay, in fruits drop down field, comma, which option you want to select, orange, like this you have to pass, okay, orange like this you have to pass. And this one also you can, okay, instead of writing the code here like this, where you want to select Java option in another drop down field known as languages drop down field. So again the same method I'll call. This time I'll pass this languages drop down field. In that I need to select Java option. Okay, like this. Like this, guys. This will do the job. Okay, this will do the job, guys. Okay. So now run the code, guys. You see, it will select the option. Okay. Now run the code. It will select the orange option in the first drop down field and Java option in the other drop down field. And there's much more, guys. I'm going to explain much more here. So wait. First, we'll select the options. Okay. You see, in the fruits, orange got selected, and in the programming languages, Java got selected. This code is working fine. So, guys, what if the user want to? Okay, the user want to select the options in the drop-down field, not only with the visible text. Okay, here with visible text we have selected, right? But no, without visible text, I want to select like with value and with index. Okay, select option in drop-down field using visible text like this. I'll convert the method. Okay, so if I want to select like this, I'll convert the method. Okay? So this is one way. And instead of, for example, I'll copy this and create two more functions. We can select in alternative ways, right? Not only using the visible text, using index we can select, and using the other way. What is the other way, guys? Select option in drop down field using value. Okay, different ways are there. But here we need to pass the field, and we have to pass the option, right? We have to pass the option. We have to pass the options. Fine. So fine. In case of index, we will be passing the index here. Okay, not the option. We will be passing the index here. Okay, so I'll simply saying that as some option or something. Okay, option index or something. So but here index is coming in the form of a string, guys. Okay, index is coming in the form of a string. So if I say dot select by index, if I use here, but here this is coming in the form of string, but this particular select by index will take in the form of integer number. So I need to convert this index into integer. Okay, so for that I'll say integer dot parse int of, just parse this string into, pass this string and convert that into an integer. Okay, so it will be in the index format only, but it will be in the string format, right? Number in the string format that will be converted into the integer number. Okay, so converted into the actual integer number, so it will work fine here. Now the third one, select by value. Here this is okay, guys. This is a value, right? Okay, here I'll say text, option text. Here the option value, option index. Okay, option text, option index. Here I'll simply say, if you want to be more clear, I'll say option text here. I'm passing the option text. Option text will go here, and here option index, this is option index, I'll say. And here I'll pass the option index here. And now I'll say option value. I'll pass the option value here. Okay, I'll pass the option value here. Like this, three methods I created. And here last command I need to change, guys. That is select by value. Okay, select by value, and I need to pass this option value here. This is string to string only. Okay, you don't have to convert. Only in place of index you have to convert that into integer number, from string to integer. So like this, three methods I can create, guys. Okay, for example here, so let's say here I want to call these methods now. First, let's say I want to select, if I go to this page, and if I want to select, for example, I want to select this mango, guys. Okay, mango with the visible text. What I will do, I'll call this method. Okay, select option in dropdown. Select option in dropdown using visible text method I'll call. And here I'll pass a field as fruits, comma, I'll give some value, guys. Okay, option text I need to give. What is the option text? Visible text. Let's say mango, right? So mango I'll give. This is one way. Now, let's say I want to select here. I want to select this Python option this time. from this programming languages. Using the index I want to select. Okay, 0, 1, 2. 2 is the index of this Python. So I'll say select option in drop-down field using index. Which field, guys? This languages field. So I'll pass the languages field, comma. I need to give the index number in the form of string, guys. Okay, I'm passing the string, right? So I'll give the index number in the form of a string. So I'll say Python 0, 1, 2. Okay, 2 is the index. So this string text will be converted back to the integer here anyhow, no problem. So like this, guys. And is there any other thing I need to do? I can do here. For example, this is a multi-selection box field, I guess. This is a multi-selection box field. Inspect this, guys. Okay. You say this is a multi-selection box field, but these commands, these methods, this generic methods can also be used with the multi-selection box field. I'll go with the multi-selection box field. Your ID is there. Copy this. Let's create one more element here, one more field here by, what is this, guys? Superhero. Heroes. I'll say heroes is equal to by dot ID of you the superheroes. Okay. So one more field I created. Heroes. That's okay. Now here in this heroes, I want to select an option with the help of the value attributes value. Okay. So if you inspect this, each and every option in this multi-selection box field has some value, guys. You see. Let's say I'll select something. I'll select some option. Uh, let's say here Captain America is there. Okay, let's go with the Captain America. It has some value attribute value. Using this value attribute value, I want to select. Okay. So this Captain America option, I want to select this multi-selection box field. Let's see how it will go. Okay, select by value. Okay, select option in drop-down field using the value and which field? Heroes field. Okay, comma. What is the option value? Option attribute value is CA. Okay, copy this CA and paste it here. That's it. Now run this code, guys. Now run this code. It should work properly. Should select the required options in required things first. In the fruit, it has to select. Then let's say it's still loading, guys. Application is loading. Let's wait. You see, mango got selected, Captain America got selected, and also here Python got selected, right? All the three options got selected, right? So this is how we can do, guys. Okay, this is how we can do. Now, guys, instead of creating separate reusable methods here, okay. So here we have created three separate generic functions for different operations. Instead of creating that, what I will do is I'll create only one method, and instead of creating this separate three things, I can create a single method only. Okay, so how to do that? So here I'll create a generic method, single generic method replacing all these three ones. Okay, three reusable methods. Okay, that is also possible. So public static void select option in drop down field, I'll say. Okay, so here I'll have three arguments. I'll put three parameters, guys. Here in this field, so in this particular reusable method, only two parameters are there. Here I'll create three parameters. First one is by field anyhow. Second one is string type. Type means which type, like option text or option index or option value. Okay, I'll simply say option type otherwise. Okay, option type. What is the option type? Whether you want to select the option in the drop down field using the text, visible text, or using the index or using the value, like that option text. Okay, option type. And final one is string. I'll simply say value here. Okay, option value I'll say, otherwise option value I'll say. Okay, option value. So like this, I'll create some three parameters, guys. Okay, now let's see how I can convert this. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll write a switch case here, switch case, and I'll pass this option type. Based on the option type, I'll select the values. And here I'll write a case. First case, I'll say if the given option type is, let's say, visible text. If it is visible text, colon, I'll write the code here. Visible text has this code, right? Right? Visible text has this code. But before that, guys, before that, I'll create an object like this, first of all. Okay. Select is equal to new select, I'll write. And in this select, I need to pass this by field, but I need to call this method that is get web element, which will create a web element for me. And I'll pass this field here. So this part is done. Now using this object reference here, I'll say select dot select by visible text. I will say this is not the command. Dot select by visible text. And okay, the option type is this visible text. It will match, and this option value I'll pass here. Okay, I'll pass the option value here. Simple. Okay, done. And I have to put a break statement, as you already know in the switch case. Now one more case I will create. One more case I will create, guys. Case double quotes. If that is not visible text, if it is an index, let's say index. Okay, you have to select using index. In that case, I'll write select dot select by index. I will say, and here you see this option value I need to convert, right? This will come in the form of string, but here I need number. So I'll simply say integer dot parseInt of option value. Okay, I'll convert this string number into the integer number. And finally here I'll say break. Now another one, I'll create another case third case, that is if it is value. Okay, select by value, then select dot select by value, and say I'll take this option value directly here. There's no other thing to change. Done. Okay. So, and here also break I will say. That's it. Okay. These three things I need to pass. So switch case is like this for now. Now these three things are not required, guys. Okay. Now we don't need all these three things. Okay. So you can keep it, or this one is single thing is enough. Okay. So let's leave this. Okay. Let's have only one method. So how to call this method now? Okay. So for example, this one, okay, I want to call using the visible text index value, right? So I'll convert this. I'll pass this select option in drop down field. Here I need to pass three things. For example, in the fruits, okay, fruits is a field. Fruits will go into this by field. And in the option type, I'll give the option type as visible text, right? So this visible text I need to give, this case I need to give here. The visible text, okay, using the visible text, I need to select the option in the fruits drop down field. And which option? I need to select this mango. Okay, so I'll give this mango here. Okay, done. This is not required now. Similarly, this one I'll convert. Select option in drop down field. So in the languages field, first thing is the languages field, comma. Okay, using what? Index. Using index type. I need to give the type, guys. Okay, I need to pass index here. So just make sure that index is matching with index here. And comma, which index here? 2 for Python. This is the thing. 2 is the index. Done. This is also done. Finally, the last one, guys, here I'll say select option in drop down field, that is heroes, comma. Here I'll pass option type is the value attribute value, right? Value, and option value is this is a attribute value. Okay, that's it. Now remove this. This should work, guys. Okay, this is going to work. Now run this code. Right click run. It should give us the same result, guys. Okay, it should give us the same result. Okay, whatever we got earlier. It should select that okay, the same values it should select, guys. See, in a while you see mango got selected, here Captain America got selected, here Python got selected. It's working fine. So guys, this is what is the code. Okay, this is what is the code, guys. Okay, for so with this, guys, I have successfully created a generic function to handle HTML dropdown fields in Selenium. Okay, is how we can create generic functions in real time, guys. Not only for dropdowns, others also you can think it of. Okay, think it out. Fine. Now, guys, the next item we have on the plate in this notes is handling the Bootstrap dropdowns. Okay, so what exactly is a Bootstrap dropdown? Okay, so before I automate a Bootstrap dropdown using an Selenium automation, first we need to understand what exactly is a Bootstrap dropdown. So for that, guys, you can Google search for these three terms: W3 schools bootstrap dropdown, where the information is there about this W3 schools bootstrap dropdown. Just search for this, and you will get this link from W3 schools bootstrap dropdowns, and here information will be there. A dropdown menu is a toggle menu that allows the user to choose one value from a predefined list. Okay, so it doesn't have the select tag, guys. For example, if you see the HTML dropdown fields are multi-selection box fields. They have the select class in the HTML code. In the HTML code, when you inspect, you got to select tags. But for this bootstrap dropdown fields, you will not see any HTML. Okay, the look and feel will be more better, guys. Okay, so one example I can give you is this HDFC net banking, guys. If I take you to this HDFC net banking, hdfcbank.com, here the look and feel of this drop down fields is kind of very good, right? This is all possible with the help of the okay, this is all possible with the help of implementing the bootstrap drop downs. Okay, the better UI will be there. If you go to the normal one, guys, okay, normal drop down fields, they look different, but this one look very good. Okay, you see normal drop down fields are like this and all, but bootstrap is like this. Okay, so if you inspect this two drop down fields here are the bootstrap drop downs, guys. Inspect this, you will not see the select tag here. Okay, when I inspected this, you see in the HTML code, do you see the select tag here for this drop down fields? No, right? In the HTML, you got this anchor and some UL options are coming and all those stuff. Okay, these are bootstrap drop downs. Okay, even for product also same thing, guys. Okay, this is also a bootstrap drop down. So if you come across any application where you need to automate the bootstrap drop downs, okay, then how to automate that? Very simple, guys. Okay, so very simple. It's very simple to implement a bootstrap drop down. Okay, so what I will do here is I'll just create a new file here. I'll say demo2. Inside that, I'll create a main method. So here I'll write the code freshly. I'll write the code WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. I will say. Then here I'll say WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. I will say, okay. WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. I will say. Here hold the mouse on this WebDriver interface and implement that, and that's fine. I'll say driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot get. I will say, and here I'll give this application URL of HDFC net banking only. So we'll go to this HDFC net banking. Okay, and here we have this bootstrap drop down fields. Okay, these are whatever that you are seeing on the HDFC bank or the bootstrap. Here I need to select the product, and I need to select for example, I want to select accounts, and in the select product I will select the account, savings account. Like this, how I want to do, guys. Okay, how to do that using the Selenium automation? How to do that? Very simple, guys. Bootstrap drop downs are very simple. Okay, you need not create an object for the select class. Okay, directly you can work on that. How to do that? But inspect this, inspect this, guys. Okay, inspect this. Okay, so when I inspect this, guys, when I inspect this, you see there is a div tag under the div is there, a is there. Okay, so let me, you see there's a lot of things. Div tag, under the div tag and anchor is there. Okay, till here I'll come, guys. Div anchor. Okay, till here. Okay, this one I generally need to click right. So I'll create an XPath expression, guys, because this has a unique ID, unique class attribute value is there. So I'll copy this, and using this I'll say Control F and say /div at the rate class is equal to, I'll give that copied value, and you see this part got located, and under that we have this another div tag. I'll simply say I can say /div/a, this one way, or I can say /a. Okay, this is also fine. Okay, both will be the same thing. One element got located. I'll copy this one, and here driver dot find element by dot xpath by dot xpath. I'll provide the xpath of that bootstrap dot on field. Okay, so here I'll say what is the type, guys? So what is this? Actually accounts, right? Accounts drop down. Okay, accounts, not accounts, guys. This is not the accounts. Actually select product type. This is okay. What is this? Product type, product types, product types drop down. Okay, create local variable. The element got created. Now in this case, in this I need to select the option. Let's try to select an option here. How to select an option? I need to select, let's say accounts option I want to select, guys. Okay, how to select that? But first I need to click on this and then I need to select the accounts, right? Generally I have to do like that. So I need to first click on this. First I need to click on that. So I'll simply say dot click, I will say. Okay, first it will click on this accounts and the display that I need to select this accounts. Okay, let's inspect this accounts. So you see this is a li element. Okay, I'll say control F and say double slash li. I'll copy like this. Okay, double slash li text is equal to this one way. Okay, text is equal to like this. I have to, you see one of one is coming and accounts option. Copy this, come back here and say driver dot find element by dot. Okay, by dot xpath. So by dot xpath, this is nothing but accounts option. Okay, this is nothing but the accounts option. Accounts option is equal to create web element for this also accounts option also. Now say accounts option dot click. That's it. Okay. Now in this drop down field, product types drop down field, this accounts option should be selected. Now run this code. Very simple, guys. You don't have to create an object for the select class. Okay. You just need to create the web elements for this drop down field and the option separately and perform the operation. Okay. First, you need to click on the drop down field. Then you have to select the option using the same click command. Let's see whether the option will be selected or not in the product. You see, accounts option got selected. Similarly, let's select an option. After selecting this accounts, let's select the savings account in the products. Okay. So for that, what I will do again the same thing, guys. Okay. I'll say products drop down is equal to driver dot find element by dot xpath. I'll say I'll give some xpath expression. I'll create an xpath expression. I'll create this web element first, and here I need to provide the xpath expression of this select products. Inspect that. Okay, here this is not the way. This one will right click and inspect here. So inspect this. And here also same thing, guys. This one I have to click. Okay, this anchor tag I need to click, and I'll start from this div tag because it has a class attribute value. Copy this and create an xpath expression div at the rate class is equal to give that class attribute value and say double slash a. Same thing, guys. Double slash a. You see this one got located one of one, and what it is getting located is, let's see. Okay, you see say this particular drop down is getting located. Copy this and paste it here. Okay, so products drop down got web element got created. Now I'll simply say before selecting an option, I need to click on this option, guys. Okay, I need to click on the drop down before selecting an option. I'll simply say click here. And after clicking that, guys, after clicking on that, I need to select the savings account. I'll inspect the savings account. Okay, inspect the savings account. If you inspect the savings account, guys, here you see for the savings account, where is what is that actually? Okay, so let me do one thing. So it's not coming properly. Savings account, I'll inspect again. You see this list li element is there. Okay, so copy this text which is there between the tags of this li and create an xpath expression. Control F double slash li. Okay, double slash li text is equal to like this. I'll say okay. So you see savings account is getting highlighted. Copy this one of one savings account option. I'll create a web element for this find element by dot xpath. Give the xpath of that savings account option, and here I'll say savings account accounts option. Okay, is equal to done. Now click on select this savings account option by using the same click command. That's it. Now run this code, guys. Run this code. The same thing will happen. It will first select uh, accounts option in the first drop down field and savings accounts in the second drop down field. We'll see that in action now. First, it will select the accounts option in the first drop down and then savings account in the second one. You see, accounts and savings accounts got selected. This is one thing. But guys, you see, every time we select it, you see, we have repeated the code here, right? For multiple drop down fields, we are actually selecting the options and all, and this code is getting repeated. So to avoid that, guys, we'll create a generic method out of this. Okay, we'll create a generic method out of this, guys. Okay, so how to create a generic method? So we'll go to the basics again. What I will do here before creating a generic methods is I'll simply say I'll copy this part and paste it here. This is nothing but the field, right? Product types drop down field. Okay, so I'll say products type drop down is equal to, okay, sorry, control Z. I'll say buy. Okay, buy. This is one thing, and another one also I'll create. So this one, for this one also I'll create a this kind of stuff. Buy. What is this? Second one is not this one, guys. Sorry. For another field, I need to take this one. Okay, I need to take this one, this part. Second field, that is products drop down field. I'll simply say products drop down is equal to, and I'll create a by class for this. Done. This part is also done. So we'll not click here. Here also I'll remove this part. Only the options are left out. We'll do with something with the options. Don't worry. Now, guys, I'll create a generic method first. Public static. I'll return a web element. So using this by stuff, by fields, I'll create a web element, and I'll just say get web element. I'll say get web element, and here I need to pass by field. I'll pass this will be passed to this field, and this need to return the web element driver dot. So I cannot driver dot find. I cannot access driver because it's kind of local. I'll make it global now. I'll say static web driver, and I'll remove this web driver from here, and then driver dot find element by dot. I should not give by dot because already by dot is there here. I'll just copy this field here, and I'll return this. Okay, this statement I'll return. This will return the web element anyhow. And I'll create one more generic method, public static void. Then the purpose of this method is to select an option in the dropdown field. Okay, select option in Bootstrap dropdown field. Okay, select option in Bootstrap dropdown field. Okay, for that this is a method, reusable method. So for this, what I need to pass, guys, I need to pass first of all when I call this method, guys. Okay, like this, if I call, for example, select option in Bootstrap dropdown, what I need to pass here is first I need to pass this type. Okay, that is field I need to pass. Okay, by field I will say first comma which option I want to select, which option I want to, for example, here accounts option I want to select. Okay, accounts option I want to select. Okay, so I want to pass accounts here. Okay, so string value. Okay, option value. Two things I want to pass. Okay, so what we can do here is I'll tell you what we can do step by step. So I'll tell you here, guys. First of all, we need to field is there. I need to get the web element out of that, right? So how to get the web element, and I need to first click on the web element. Okay, first we need to click on the web element, right? First we need to click on the web element. So for that, how to create the web element out of this field? I'll simply say driver dot. No need to say driver dot. I need to call this method, guys. Okay, get web element of. I need to pass this field here. I'll say dot. Sorry, what I am passing here. I need to pass the field dot click. That's it. Okay. So first, using this by dot something that we are passing to the get web element, and it is returning the web element. That web element we are clicking here. Once you click on the web element, you have to select the option in the dropdown, Bootstrap dropdown. Which option? That I'll tell you. But this is where the logic lies, guys. Okay. So here you see for individual option, I cannot create this kind of XPath expression, right? Some option value is coming. So here I'll pass something like product types dropdown. In the product type dropdown, I need to select which option, accounts option I want to select. For example, accounts option I want to select. How to do that? For that, guys, this is a dropdown field, right? This is a dropdown field. Okay. This is nothing but the Bootstrap dropdown field, and that I'm clicking. Now, using this dropdown field, I'll do one thing. I'll say dot get. Okay, so how can I do this? Okay. So here is something I need to do. Okay. By field is coming, and which option I need to create this kind of XPath expression out of that. Okay. This kind of li text of something. Okay. I'll make that dynamic, guys. Okay. I'll make the dynamic here. How to make the dynamic? Okay. Copy this portion, or okay, option value is coming here. I need to pass that and create a web element out of that. That's fine. I'll say, okay, option value I have to, I'll say get web element, guys. Okay, I'll simply say get web element. And in this get web element, I'll pass something. What is that something I need to pass? String, I'll say. I'll pass something like string. Some XPath is equal to, okay. And I'll pass this text. Li text is equal to, I'll say, li text is equal to, till here it's okay. And this one should be the option value plus, sorry, option value didn't come. Option value. Okay. Then plus double quotes. For the next one, guys, I need to uh, double quotes is there here also. I need to give one more double quotes actually. Okay, this option value will come as it is, and I just need to close this. That's it. Okay, that's it, guys. Okay, I just need to close this. This is fine. This is XPath expression, dynamic XPath expression, you can say. And this XPath, okay, so there is one more thing here. Okay, so I need to create a by out of this. I'll say by dot XPath of this XPath, I'll say. Okay, by dot XPath, and this is a by class I need to pass. From here I need to pass. Okay, like this I'll pass. Put a semicolon here. Okay, so it will return me the web element, and I just need to perform the click operation on the web element. That's it. Okay, these 3 lines if I write, that is enough, guys. Okay, so let's see whether this is working fine or not, because when I'm not sure. So let's try this. So for the second thing, I'll say select options, and I'll say which option, products drop down. I'll say comma, in that savings account I need to say savings account. I'll be passing the savings account here. Let's see what will happen, whether this will work out or not. I'm appending here like this, but here single quote should come. Here single quote should be there in the savings account. Okay, then only the XPath will be created properly. So I'll do one thing. I'll just add like this single quote. Okay, I think this should be fine. Okay, so this should add the single quotes here. Okay, so let's see what will happen now. I think everything is fine. I'll remove this stuff. And I think the element has been created. Let's see. Let's run this code and see whether. Let's check our luck. If not, we'll tweak the code a bit more. Okay. You see, it's working fine. Okay, it selected the accounts option. It selected the savings accounts also. That means it is working fine. Okay, this code is working fine, guys. Okay. So like this, guys, we can create some reusable generic methods. Okay, instead of repeating the code here, we can create this kind of methods. Okay. So fine, great. So with this, guys, we have successfully created a generic method for Bootstrap dropdown fields. Okay, for automating the Bootstrap dropdown fields. We have 2 more topics, guys. I'll continue with these topics now. jQuery dropdowns and auto-suggestive dropdowns. Okay. So the next item we have is handling jQuery dropdown fields. Now I will take you to one website which have this jQuery dropdown field. Let me click on this website. As you can see, guys, on this web page, you have this jQuery dropdown field. So here we have multiple different varieties of jQuery dropdown fields. So I will choose first one, guys. Okay, multi-selection. Okay, we can go with single selection also, guys. Single selection also we can try. Only one option you can select in this. Okay, in this jQuery drop-down field, you can only select one option. Whereas in this multi-selection, we can select multiple options. Okay, not one option. You can select multiple options like this. Okay. So we can try first. We can try the single selection. Later we can go and try this multi-selection and so on. Okay. So let's start writing the code, guys. Okay. So here, guys, this is not an HTML drop-down field. It is a jQuery drop-down field. Okay. Inspect this drop-down field once in the HTML, guys. When you inspect this drop-down field in the HTML, you will not see any select tag here. Okay. You will not see any select tag, and instead you are seeing this input and so let's inspect this again once. Okay. So ID and what else is coming here? This is multi-selection and this is the div, and some input field is there, right? Input ID. Okay, so ID is there, and yeah, here are the options. Okay, here are the options. You see, these are the different options we have in this. Like this, many options are there in this multi-selection box field. Okay, and simple thing, guys. Here, these jQuery drop-down fields will not have any jQuery options doesn't have any select tag in the HTML code. Okay, so we'll see this single selection first. Okay. So I'll copy this URL here and go to this script, and I'll create one more file. Otherwise, I'll say demo3 here, demo3. And inside this demo3 class, I'll create a main method first. I'll create a main method like this. And inside the main method, I'll first write web driver manager dot chrome driver dot setup, I'll say. And then I'll say web driver is equal to new chrome driver, I'll say chrome driver. Done. I'll import this. I'll import this WebDriver interface from Selenium, and now I'll say driver dot manage dot window dot maximize, then driver dot get. Copy this URL. I'll copy this URL and paste it here. Then after going to this application URL page, now I want to select one option. You see only one option you can select here, right? So any one of the option you have to select here. Okay, only one option you can select. Which option? That we can decide. Okay, no problem. So in order to select the option, guys, I need to click on this drop down field so that it will expand like this. In that, I need to select the option. Okay, so that is the process. So let me inspect this drop down field, single selection drop down field, and as you can see here, uh, we can create something. Okay, so there is some ID here, right? This is something. This is the top ID, I guess. And under that, this ID is there. There's some input is there. It also has some just another input box ID is there. Okay. So I think we can go with this one. Okay, we can inspect this input. Any other thing is there? Just another input box is one thing, and I think this is enough. Okay, I'll click on this. I'll copy this, guys. Okay, let's try what will happen. I'll copy this and say driver dot find element by dot ID. Okay, so this is nothing but this particular single selection drop down field. Okay, single selection drop down field, this is equal to, I'll say create a web element out of this. I'll click on this web element. I'll click on this web element, guys. Dot click, as simple as this, right? It's very easy to automate a jQuery drop down field. Okay, simply click on this drop down field, and after clicking this drop down field, guys, you'll get these options. In that, you want to select any option. For example, I want to select this choice 3. Inspect this choice 3. Okay, so what about choice 0? Data ID 0 is there and all, but don't worry, guys. I'll take this choice 3, and here span is there. I'll say control F double slash span at the rate, sorry, otherwise text is equal to choice 3, I'll say. Okay, this is the best way. So 2 out of 3 it is saying though. Okay, 2 out of 3, that means which text it is taking. You see, maybe other drop downs also it's taking, it seems. Okay, here also choice 3 is there. Here also some choice 3 it is taking, it seems. So what we can here is 3 out of 3. I'll just provide circular brackets here and select one. Here one of one is coming, and which one we have to see, okay? Nor this one or this one we'll see. You see this one is getting highlighted, but we want this one, right? This drop down field, okay? Maybe it may be number 2, guys, okay? You give number 2 here and press enter. So over the mouse and see. 1 minute. Let me select this. Over the mouse, it's getting highlighted anywhere? No, right? What about this one? Is it getting highlighted? Yeah, it's not number 2 also, it's number 3 then. Enter this, and here we may be having this. Now it's getting highlighted, the required option in this. I'll copy this guys, and I'll create a web element for that particular option, that is choice 3 option. Choice 3 option is equal to choice 3 option is equal to driver dot find element by dot xpath. I'll give the xpath of that option like this and create a local variable. Now I'll say choice 3 option dot click. I'll say, okay, dot click. That's it. Fine. Now run this code, guys. Let's see whether the choice 3 will be selected in the drop down field or not. Okay. We are automating a jQuery thing. You see, choice 3 got selected in the jQuery dropdown. That means we are able to automate it, right? We are able to automate it. So this one is single selection only. Only one option you can select, and that's happening perfectly fine. Now coming to the multi-selection also, like here we can select multiple options, guys. With jQuery dropdown thread, it's possible for us to select multiple options. That is another functionality. Okay. So what we can do here is we'll write the code again for multi-selection. I'll remove this part. I'll inspect this, guys. I'll inspect this. So let me inspect it here. We are going to select multiple options in this multi-select. Okay. So another variety is there. Let's try it out. Okay. Inspect this. And here input, just an input box is there. For this, what is there? For this, just another is there. For this one, just an input box one is there. Okay. It's kind of unique only. No problem. I'll take this just an input. Okay. Copy this. And here I'll say by dot id. Here double quotes and paste this id, guys, and say by. I'm just following a different process this time. That's okay. Multi selection drop down field, okay, is equal to, I'll say. Now here, out of this, I want to create a web element. Okay, so I'll create that web element with the help of some reusable method and all later. Okay, but for now, to create a web element, how to create a web element out of this? Simple say driver dot find element. Here, give the multi selection drop down field. Okay, it web element will be created. Okay, this is the simplest way. Web element, okay, drop down field is equal to, okay, like this, something I will create. So fine. Next one is I need to select multiple options, or sometimes I want to select single. For example, for now, guys, let's select the choice 3 option, or choice 3 option in this multi selection box field. Okay, only one option I want to select for now. Let me inspect this choice, and you already have this code, right? Span text is equal to, okay, span text is equal to choice 3 is fine. But here, guys, I'll give the value as 1 here, okay, so that you see this one is coming. Proper XPath I am giving. Okay, copy this. Now I'll say driver dot find element by dot XPath. Give the XPath of that option that I want to select. This choice 3 option. Now create a web element. Web element choice 3 option is equal to, like this. I'll create a web element. Now first I'll click on the drop down field. Okay, first I'll click on this drop down field dot click, like this. Okay, drop down field dot click. This is one thing. And second one is Okay. Second one is choice 30, choice 3 option dot click. Okay, like this I'll write. Now let's see guys whether this is selecting the choice 3 option in the multi-selection drop down jQuery drop down field or not. Okay. Should select choice 3 in the first one. You see choice 3 got selected. Okay. The choice 3 got selected. Similarly, I want to select multiple options in this choice 3. Okay, not one option, but I want to select multiple options, guys. Choice 1 I want to select, choice 2 I want to select, and choice 3 I want to select. For example, okay, choice 1 I want to select. How to select multiple options here? Simple, right? Whatever the options you want to select, you select it. That's it. Okay. Here, first I want to select the choice 1. Inspect this. Sorry, not here. Here, inspect this choice 1 here. Same way, guys, we have to create the XPath expression in the same way. Here, instead of choice 3, you just give choice 1 and say, you see, it's getting highlighted or so. No, right? It's not coming up. Inspect this choice 1 here again. There's some space here, guys. Okay, there's some space after the one. That's a problem. So we can do one thing, guys. Instead of creating this kind of XPath expressions, we can say here, instead of saying text here, I'll say contains. Okay, contains. I'll surround this like this. Contains is equal to. I'll just change it to comma and I'll provide the circular bracket here. Okay, this is the best way. It will work out, guys. Still, it will work out. So this kind of XPath expression I'll create. Going ahead, which is more better than whatever I created. Contains is a better way. If I give choice 1 here, you see it will highlight. Immediately it's highlighting. It is able to select. Copy this. Okay, first I'll select the choice 1. So for that I'll say driver.find element by dot xpath. I'll give the xpath expression of the choice 1 and I'll simply say dot click, guys. No need to create web elements every time, right? I'll simply say like this. Here also I can reduce these lines by directly saying driver.find element choice 3 dot click. Directly I can write like this. Okay, no need to create web elements every time. Dot click. Fine. Now, so one more option I want to select in this, that is choice 2 I want to select. Inspect this choice 2 and the same way we have tried, guys. Okay, choice 2 here choice the same XPath expression. I'll just modify that to 2. That's it. Okay, copy this and give here driver dot find element by dot XPath. Paste it and say dot click. Okay, dot click. That's it. Okay, so in this multi-selection box field, I can select one option or multiple options like this. Okay, any number of options I can select. Fine. So what I will do here is I'll run this code, guys, to see whether these 3 options are getting selected or not. Okay, with this approach. Here also, guys, I don't have to create a web element for now. I'll simply say dot click. I will say okay, dot click. Run this code. It has to select 3 options in the multi-selection box field now. Choice 1, choice 2, and choice 3. 3 options got selected. You see, like this, multiple options we can select. Fine. What if you want to select all the options? Okay, what if you want to select all the options in that multi-selection box field? What you have to do? If you want to select all the options in the multi-selection box field, then what you have to do? Okay, each and every option you want to select. What is the process, guys? How to do that? With the help of XPath only, we have to do that, guys. Okay, here, guys, here we have to think about some process. Okay, that is some, yeah, I'll think about some option, guys, where I can, you see, it's there inside the span tags, right? In these options are there inside the span tags. Okay, if I hover the mouse on span, you see it's getting highlighted, and also there is some input also, okay, which is for checkbox, okay, which you have to select. Okay, we have to think about some XPath expression which can look at all these options. Okay, so if there is a requirement where you have to select all these options, what you have to do is inspect one of the option, and you see this is a span, guys. Okay, it span with combo tree item title. We can take this first portion. So I'll do one thing, guys. Okay, I'll write like this. Okay, I'll copy this. Here there is some space, guys. So what I will do is I'll take this first portion, the title I'll take. I'll simply say double slash span at the rate class is equal to, let's see what will happen. Okay, it's locating, right? Still it is locating, but 42 it's locating. Okay, it's not just locating options in this drop down field, but also in this drop down field also it is locating, and in this drop down total, but one of 42 are coming, but I don't want them. So what I'll do here is I'll simply say one. If I say one, what's happening? One of one is coming, only one option is coming. The first option is coming. Okay, out of all these things, the first option is coming. What we can do here, there's no there is no way, right? I want to get only this fields options. Okay, and maybe I can use the ID or something, guys. Okay, where is that ID here? Just an input box. Okay, this is what is just an input box is there. Under that we have the span. Somewhere here we have the span. So how to go from here to here and locate to make? I don't want to get all the options of other drop downs. Okay, only this drop down I want to get the options. In that case, guys, this drop down is having the ID. Unique thing is ID here. Copy this. I'll think about something, guys. Double slash input at the rate ID is equal to. I'll give the ID, guys. With the help of this ID, uniquely I'll identify this. So under this ID, okay. So how I have to go till here, guys? Till span I need to go. Okay. Till span I need to go here, but there's one more ID and all the stuff. Can we go with this or? Okay. So I'm just seeing if any other possible ways are there. Copy this. I'll give this div and ID as this particular ID. Let's see what will happen. Okay, here ID and I'll say double slash span. Okay, let's see. 2 of 14 is coming. That means here only 14 options are there. You see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up to choice 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Total 14 options are there. One more option is also there. There is choice. Okay, maybe let's see. We'll start with 1. 1 means choice 1, choice 2, choice 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Which one is selecting it? 7. And here 6 to 1, 6 to 2, 7. Everything is getting selected, guys. Okay. Total 14 options are there. This XPath is working fine then. Okay. I'll copy that. Okay. I want to select all the options. I don't want to select this kind of customized options. I want to select all the options. In that case, I'll just comment this out, guys. Okay. I'll comment this out. I want to select all the options, right? So how to select all the options in this multi-selection box, this drop-down field, okay? So here we have an XPath which can locate all the options, okay? All the options can be located, right? Here we have an XPath which can locate all the options, okay? For each and every web element here I need to select, okay? So how to do that? Span, under the span input is there, guys. Again, under the span input is there. Just give slash input. That will be more, right? You see the checkbox options are getting there, okay? So fine. I want to select all the options. In this case, I'll select this input, and here I'll do one thing. I'll say driver dot find elements. I'll say, okay, instead of find element, I'll say find elements, and here give by dot by sorry by dot XPath. I'll say I'll give the XPath which will look at all the options. I'll say all options. All options is equal to create local variable and say all options dot. Okay, all options. We got all the options, guys. Each and every option is a web element. For each and every web element, for this web element, I'll say option colon all options. Okay, and here I'll say option dot click option dot sorry option dot click. I'll say, okay, so that means it will select each and every option. Okay, run this code. Let's see, it will select all the options or not. Let's see. All the options in the first drop down it has to select. Let's see whether it will select all the options or not. None of the options it selected, guys. Okay, there's something is going wrong. Maybe what is the problem here? Okay, it's not able to select, it seems. So we'll do one thing, we'll modify the XPath expression, guys. Instead of giving slash input here, I'll just take till here. Let's see whether it will work or not. Okay, run this. Till span I'm taking, guys. Okay, till span only I'm taking. Still it is not working, guys. Okay, still it is not working. So maybe any other field it is working. No, right? Fine. Still it is not working here. It's not able to select. What may be the reason? But it's locating all the options, right? Checkbox fields. Till here means choice two and all. Okay. Span. Okay. I think we are writing in a proper way, but somehow it's not locating, not selecting each and every option. Somewhere it is going wrong. Let's see what is going wrong. Each and every option we are clicking, right, for each loop. Looks good for me. First we have to drop down is being clicked and it's opening up. And after that, in that we have to, okay, span at the red combo title and maybe it's locating. Otherwise, we will not get any error, right? Here we are not getting an exception here. Okay, we are not getting an exception. Let me run it again. Just write 1 minute. Let's see. Clicked on that, but it's not selecting any options, right? Not selecting any options. We can think about some other way here. Uh, what is that? Is span at the red class combo title 3. If I say text is equal to choice contains text is equal to choice 1, I will say. Not locating now. Something is going wrong here. Contains text comma. Yeah, now it's locating. Choice 1 is coming. Like that, lot of other choices are there. Choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, and so on. But if I give this one, let's see what will happen. Let's see. Let's experiment this out. Only one option is there. Okay, it's kind of slow. That's okay. Now run this code. Right click run. It's not selecting. Yeah, this is not working fine, guys. Okay, we have to think about other alternative. Here we can think about this choice 1. We are passing choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, and also far. Okay, so yeah, fine. What we can do here is I'll do one more thing. I'll remove this part and say dot get text. If I say dot get text, okay, I'll print this out. System.out.println option dot get text. I am printing. Run this code. I'm running the code here. So let's see whether we get any output here. No, no output is coming, guys. Okay, something is going wrong. Double slash span contains text and it can be choice one, choice two, and all those stuff. So somehow I need to retrieve this text, guys. Okay, if I am able to retrieve the text, then it will be good. So this particular text I need to retrieve, choice one, choice two, and all those text I need to retrieve. The text is here between the span tags only, but like this we are not able to locate. Okay, double slash span, double slash span, inspect this once. Okay, let's try other way. Double slash span, where is this, guys? Okay, span, text contains text, comma, here choice 2 if I say, it's locating 1 of 12, 2, 1, 2, 3. Other drop downs are now only 1 in the first drop down, but here choice is there. That's how it is locating. I need to find something, guys. If I very unique, I need to find, then only I can get this options. Contains the text, but if I get the text, it should come out. But yeah, this one I'll take, guys. Okay, I'll take this one. Combo tree item title. Control F. Select this one of the option. Control F. Double slash span. Double slash span. Okay, for one of the span, it is different. Okay. See, combo tree is there. Choice one. This choice one. Here is a choice one. And here, double slash li at the rate class is equal to how many? 1 of 36 are coming. But if I give 1, if I give only first one is coming. Okay, it's not so easy. I give this div double slash div at the rate id is equal to, let's say like this. This one is getting highlighted. About this one not getting highlighted. Only one is there. No? So under that we have to go to the span level. Double slash span I will say. 1 of 18 are coming. Multiple spans are there. It's okay. In that input we have to take slash input. But input means we will not get this text out. Okay, we will not get the text out. Few spans are there without something and few spans are there with the input. That's a problem. Okay, so in that case, what are the normal spans we have to find it out? This choice one is having the combo tree title. Okay, this one I'll take span having at the rate class is equal to, I'll take this one. This time 1 of 14 came properly. So if I say get text now, I should get the text, I guess. Okay, I'm just thinking this should work out. Don't know. Okay. This looks same, but all options, web element option, option dot get text. It's not getting any text. Very tricky one, right? Okay, guys, this is not working, so that's not a problem. Maybe there is some problem with the XPath expression still. So what I will do is I'll just go with the span only. I'll not take this ID part. Okay, from span /span I will try this time. Even one of 42 are coming. That's okay. Let's try this one out. So I'll give only this portion of the XPath. Okay, this portion of the XPath till the span directly, and I'll change this here. Instead of giving this entire XPath, I'll give only the span portion. Okay. Let's try modifying the XPath expression and let's run this now. Sometimes applications will be tricky. That's okay. Just modify the XPath. It has to select all the options, guys. Okay. You see, guys, this is working now, right? It's able to select all the options. And if you go here, but you are getting some exception, guys. Okay, because up to 14 elements, it is trying it out properly, but after that element not interactable exception is coming because it's trying to select other options in this other multi selection box fields, but they are not clicked or selected, so it's not able to select. So how to overcome that problem? Okay, simple thing, guys. A simple way to overcome this problem is, so when you get an exception here, when you try to click and when you get an exception, just try this, just put this inside the try catch blocks. Okay, just put this inside the try catch block. If you are not able to select something, don't throw an exception. Okay, manually will overcome the problem. Here I'll put this option dot click inside this try block, and here I'll say catch exception e, and I'll not do anything, guys. Okay, I don't want the exception to be thrown because my task is completed. So like the simple I'll provide, and let me run this time. I should not get the exception also. Okay, if there is an exception, we are ignoring that. Simple words. Ultimately we are able to select all the required options in the multi selection box field. Okay, it should select all the options and we should not get any exception in the output. Okay, so see here we didn't get an exception this time, so this is working fine. So this is how, guys, we can handle the jQuery dropdown fields. It's very simple, guys. I just made it complex, but it's very simple. Maybe you may get a situation like this where you have to select multiple options. So this kind of situation you may also face in real time where because of the wrong XPath, the things may not happen. Okay, so you have to figure out a solution where it selects all the options. Okay, initially I was giving a wrong XPath, it's not a locating the required options and all. Later I gave a proper XPath and it's locating. Okay, fine. Anyhow, next one. So we are done with the jQuery thing. jQuery dropdown field we are done. So one more topic is left out. How to handle jQuery is very simple. It's almost similar like the Bootstrap, but jQuery has different functionalities where you can select multiple options in the dropdown and all those stuff. Okay, so like that, normal way you can do that. Last one is auto-suggestive dropdown fields, guys. Okay, how to handle the auto-suggestive dropdown fields? What are these auto-suggestive dropdown fields? So, guys, if I take you to one website like makemytrip.com, okay, this is a website, and here, guys, there is a drop down field. Okay, here there is a drop down field. So if you click on this, then you have to type some text, guys, like del. Okay, you have to type some text and okay, del, and I want to select this New Delhi option. Okay, from here I want to select this New Delhi. Okay, this is auto suggestive, guys. Okay, in the auto suggestive drop down you have to type some text and then select the options. Okay, so how to do that? How to do that, guys? Just type del and select this New Delhi option. Okay, how to do that? How to automate this? Let's try this out. Okay, this one is a bit tricky also. This one is also very tricky. We have to do it at any cost. So I'll come here and create a new file, guys. I'll say new demo. I'll say demo 4, guys. Okay, I'll say demo 4, and inside that I'll create a main method, and inside the main method I'll say WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. Okay, so we'll get a lot of problems while solving this, and we are going to uh, right, we are going to solve this one by one. Okay, so it will take some time. WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup I'll say, then I'll say WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver I'll say. Okay, WebDriver driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Pour the mouse on this WebDriver and import this interface. Now say driver dot manage dot window dot maximize and say driver.get and here I'll provide the application URL of this makemytrip.com. Done. Once I go to this application URL page, then I need to click on this New Delhi, right? I need to click on this, right click on this. You see, when I'm trying to type, guys, you see it's getting converted into input box field. That's the problem, okay? So, but still, how to do that is I'll inspect somewhere else, okay? Somewhere else in the blank area, I'll inspect. And here, without clicking this, I'll just take this to this option, okay? This New Delhi, wherever the New Delhi is there, I'll select that, okay? You see, now it is saying input something, okay? Input. After I click on that, inspect this, you'll get a different element, guys, okay? It's not the original input, it's another input field, okay? So that's what is the problem, guys. So when you try to inspect by clicking here, if I inspect, you'll get a wrong element, okay? Here, you have to click on this New Delhi, not on this text box field. First, you have to click on the New Delhi, then only you'll get this text box field, right? How to click on this New Delhi, guys, in that case? How to click on this New Delhi? In order to click on this New Delhi, I need to inspect this New Delhi, guys. For that, inspect this. Or already it is giving New Delhi, guys. I don't know why it's giving. Okay, so I'll run the script and see what is coming by default. Based on that, we'll decide which option we need to select in the dropdown. Auto-suggestive dropdown. First, we'll go to the makemytrip.com using this automation script and see which option is coming by default in the dropdown. So here, by default, Delhi is coming, guys. Okay, by default, Delhi is coming here. I'll click on this and we can select. Just click on this and we can select Mumbai or something. Okay, Mumbai, Bangalore. Many options are there. Okay, if I say BANG, okay, this Bangalore option will come. I can select that. Okay, so by default, Delhi is coming. I can select Bangalore. Okay, BANG. It's coming. Bangalore is coming. Bangalore is coming. That's okay. So we'll do one thing, guys. First, we need to click on that. First, we need to click on this New Delhi, right? For that, I'll select this and select this. So this is the input field. So input ID from city is there. Copy this ID. I just need to click on that, right? Driver.find element by dot ID. This will not happen so easily. Just see here. I'll click on this. So dot click, I'll say. Sorry. Why it's not? Okay, find elements got selected here. Should be find element. That's why click option was not coming earlier. That's okay. Now it will click on this New Delhi or whatever it is that is coming here. Okay. So it has to click on this and this kind of text box field should appear. But if I run the code, it may not happen, guys. Okay. Let's see whether it's clicking on that city name or not. Let's see first of all. Okay. We'll open the application URL and we need to click on that. It has to click on the Delhi here. Okay. It has to click on the Delhi, but it is not able to click. Okay. It is not able to click and instead we are getting some exception here, element click intercepted exception, because some other element is coming in between, guys. Okay. It's trying to click on Delhi, but this came up. You see login sign up for best practice came up. This is actually right, abstracting us to select this option. It's coming in between, guys. Okay, how to overcome this? Before we click on this Delhi, we have to overcome this dialog. Okay, so for that, guys, you see I tried a lot of things and because okay, before recording this session I tried a lot of stuff, and how to overcome this is if I click on this logo, automatically that will go off. Okay, I just need to click on this make my trip logo. How to click on that make my trip logo? Then in that case, before I click on this from city, I'll just overcome that dialog by clicking on this make my trip logo. Okay, so I'll try to click on that, guys. I'll close this part and go here and I'll inspect this make my trip. Inspect this make my trip logo. It's an image, guys. It's an image and okay, class is there. Some class is there. I'll using this class. I'll create an XPath expression out of this. /a @ class is equal to give the class, and under the class we have the image, right? This link is also fine, guys. We can click on this link also. Let's try to click on this link. Okay, this link is also fine. Let's try to click on the link. Whether it will click or not, let's see. Driver dot find element. Here elements is coming, guys. Just be careful. Driver dot find element we have to get. Driver dot find element by dot xpath. Provide the xpath and say dot click. So just to overcome the distract, it's getting some pop-up is coming, right? I just want to overcome that. For that, I'm clicking on the logo so that it will go away. Now let's see whether it will work or not. So let's see whether that will click on the logo or not. I'm just trying to solve in a natural way, because in real time you may get this kind of situations, and how to overcome the problems and challenges you have to see. After the make my trip got opened, we need to click on the makemytrip.com, right? It is not clicking, guys. You see, this is not going away. This is not going away. So the normal click is not happening. So what is the problem here? Again, element not click. Even we are not able to click on the logo, guys. The only way we have to do this is I'll click on this logo, not in a normal way. There is a predefined class in Java, guys. Okay, sorry, there is a predefined class in Selenium using which we can simulate the mouse actions. Okay, that means it will be like you like using the mouse. Okay, we'll be doing a mouse click. Normal click is not happening on this logo. So I'll take my mouse and click on this. For simulating the mouse action, this normal way click is not working fine, guys. Okay, this normal way of clicking is not working fine. I'll comment this out. There's a predefined class in Selenium known as actions class. Just create an object for the actions class. Okay, actions is equal to new actions like this, and provide a semicolon here, and import this actions class from Selenium library. And this constructor cannot be empty. And here I need to pass this driver object of the web driver. So the error is gone. Now here using the actions, I'll say actions dot, I'll say move to element. Which element I want to move? I want to move to this logo, guys. Okay, I want to move to this logo. So I'll create a web element out of this. Instead of clicking using the normal click, I'll use a mouse action click. Okay, this actions class will simulate the mouse actions. I'll explain more about the actions class in the next few sessions. For now, just follow this, guys. Okay, so just create an object for the actions class and pass this driver here, and using the object reference we can simulate the mouse actions. Okay, so I'll create this as a web element, that is logo, right? Logo element. Okay, this is a logo web element, and using the mouse I'll hover the mouse onto the this element, that is logo. This is a command, guys. Move to element is one of the command. Now say after that I want to click on that. Okay, after moving the mouse onto the logo, I want to click on that, and this actions class to work, we have to end this commands with dot build dot perform. Okay, this is compulsory, guys. Okay, if you don't end this move to element and click commands of the actions class with this build and perform, these actions will not be performed. These mouse actions will not be performed if you don't end the commands with the dot build dot perform. So here we are going to click on this. Okay, click on the logo in a different way. Normal way is not working, so you are going to use mouse actions. Now let's see this time whether it will work or not. It will click on the logo and overcome the dialog or not. Let's see. Okay, it will. Okay, it has to do mouse action click on the logo to take it away, but it's not going right. My mouse is not moving actually here. Okay, so maybe another again the same thing is coming, guys. Okay, it's not able to overcome this problem. Maybe the XPath expression I need to give in a better way. Slash img I'll say this time. Okay, let's see any change it will happen. Okay, so nothing is happening so far. So just click on this. It is going away, but it's not getting clicked, right? Not getting clicked. Using the mouse click, it should click, but it's not getting clicked. Inspect this. Okay, alt make my trip is there, img is there. What is the problem here? Again, the same thing is happening. Or what if I reload this page? Let's try that. Okay, after going here, if I reload the page, any luck or something, we'll see. If I refresh this page here, still it is coming, right? Still it is coming. I just need to click on the mouse click, it will go away, guys. But mouse click is not happening due to some XYZ reasons. It's not happening. I'm trying to still do it. Let me try it again. Just need to click on this image, guys. Nothing much. So I'll say Control F. Here Alt is there. I'll take this Alt. I'll say /img @ Alt is equal to. I'll just click on this. This logo is getting highlighted this time. 1 of 1 is there. I'll just create a different XPath expression and this logo, and I'm moving my mouse onto this logo and I need to click on that, right? What if I directly click on that? Actions dot mouse click. I don't think that will click. I have to first move the element onto the web element, then only we can click. Logo dot click. This way has to work. Run this code this time. Let's see what will happen. So tricky application, guys. Some tricky applications will be there. So this is the only way we have to solve. We have to try different possibilities and solve. Okay, so this time let's see our luck. If the make my trip is clicked, you see it's gone away. And you see it's working fine now. Okay, so with the XPath expression, it got resolved. Make my trip got clicked, that's why it's gone away. And also it clicked on this, you see, this Delhi option, it clicked. Now into this text box field, I need to type some text, guys. That is BANG, I need to type. I just need to type BANG. I'll inspect this text box field here and you see it has any ID or something. Input type, realist control and placeholder from is there. With the help of the placeholder, I think we can make it possible. I'll say Control F /input @ placeholder is equal to from. It's locating now. So this XPath expression is locating. I'll take this XPath expression and simply say here I'll say driver dot find element here element, guys. Okay. Then by dot XPath, give the XPath expression. And I just need to type the text that is BANG. That's it. 4 letters BANG. So when I type BANG, guys, okay, when I type BANG, this Bangalore option will come. I need to select this option. Okay. I just need to select this option, Bangalore option, first option. You need to select, or if you want to select any other option also, that's fine, guys. Okay. Bangalore, United States also that, but it is in the 4th position. 1, 2, 3, 4th position. Okay. Like that also. Different options you can select based on your requirement. Let's see. For now, let's select the uh, this. Let's try to select the BANG or United States. What is the matter? Okay. Okay. This will be typed. After that is typed, I need to. So after I type BANG, guys, these options are coming. I just need to press down arrow keys on my keyboard. Okay. First down arrow. First option got selected. Second down arrow. Third down arrow. Fourth down arrow. Then BANGA or United States will get selected. Okay. This option I need to select. But for that, I need to press the keyboard key 4 times. Okay. For that, I need to press the keyboard key 4 times. How to do that? How to press the keyboard key 4 times? For that, I need to simulate the keyboard keys. Okay. So using these actions only, we can simulate the keyboard keys also, guys. Okay. So I'll say actions dot. Okay. Or is there any other way I can do? Okay. I'll simply say. So what I can do, guys. Okay. Where is the web element? Okay. So here is the tricky thing. Dot send keys, and I just need to dot. No, it's not coming. I'll simply say dot send keys dot. I'll try this. I don't know whether this will work or not. Arrow down. Okay, keys dot. This keys is a predefined class in Selenium again. I'll explain more about keys later, but for now, as a requirement has come here, going using the keys. Okay, in the send keys command, I'm passing the keys. Key down. Okay, so this one I have to do it how many times? I need to do it 4 times, guys. Okay, after typing bang here, I need to do 4 times so that I'll get the United States. Okay, so for that, I'll just write a for int I is equal to the 1, I less than or equal to 4. 4 times I need to do that, right? So I'm just repeating in the for loop. Okay, like this I can write. If you want, you can put the curly braces also. 4 times I need to press the key down, okay, on this element. Let's see whether this will work or not. Run it. Till where it is working, let's see. Otherwise, we'll modify the code. Okay. Yeah. You see, the fourth option, it went to fourth option, guys. Bangor, United States, right? Already. I just need to say keys dot enter. That's it. Okay. So it will be selected. So here I'll simply say, after this, guys, I'll simply say dot this particular element. Otherwise, guys, I'll create a web element out of this. I'll simply say from field is equal to, I'll create a web element so that I can reuse it multiple times. This from field dot send keys I will say, and here I'll say from field dot send keys. Okay, like this. And finally, I'll say from field dot send keys of keys dot enter. I'll say, okay, I'll select the enter key, keys dot, you see, okay, it's not coming. Arrow down and enter. Where is the enter key, guys? Okay, here is the enter key. Okay, just select the enter key. That's it. Now let's run this again. This time, whether that United States, Bangor, United States is getting selected or not. Let's see. Okay, this is auto suggestive dropdown field, guys. Okay, where you have to type and select the options from the auto suggestive dropdown field. So some things may or may not work, and you have to modify the code accordingly. Yeah, you see, BANG or United States. Sometimes, guys, what happens is when you type BANG here, there will be some delay with these options will not come immediately. Sometimes these options will come with a delay. To overcome that problem, guys, to overcome this delay problem, it's better that inside this, okay, or not always this for loop will work for you. So to overcome that, maybe there will be some small delay, guys, 1 or 2 seconds delay will be. Thread dot sleep, just add thread dot sleep and give some 2 seconds of time. That is more than enough. Okay, this is more than enough. So sometimes it may happen where, okay, when you type BANG here, immediately the options may not come. They may come with a delay. Okay, without refreshing the page, these options are coming. So just give a small time here, halting time, so that the options will come and your options will be selected. Okay, anyhow, it is working for us, but still I'm giving the thread dot sleep here. Two, third option, fourth option. You see, it's press the enter key also, and the option got selected. Like this, guys, you can automate the auto suggestive dropdown fields using Selenium. Okay, so auto suggestive dropdown fields are a bit tricky. Okay, they may kind of you need to be very specific about what you are writing and all those stuff. Okay, so but anyhow, we automated it fine. Finally, we have automated it. We have used actions class to, it's not about the drop down field, but for that particular application example, I just know to overcome some pop-ups and all. For that, I need to use actions class. And then you say you cannot directly get the input feed. First, you need to inspect that from city the Delhi option, whatever that is coming. Again, after you click on that, you will get another input field. In that, you have to type all the stuff. Okay, you need to take care step by step. So guys, with this, I have explained all the different type of drop down fields. Okay, all the different type of drop down fields, how to handle HTML drop downs, multi selection box fields, Bootstrap drop down fields, jQuery and auto-suggestive drop down fields. Okay, so hope you have learned a lot in this session. So that's it, guys. See you in the next video session. Thank you. Bye.